in reaching our goal for our reduction of child mortality, the Philippines will be conducting another supplemental immunization activity. Kung maalala niyo po, the last one was in April of 2020. So, ano po ba ang measles? Ang measles is highly infectious disease, and everyone exposed to it gets the disease if not removed. Okay, so the classic manifestations are fever, rash, cough, runny nose, and red eyes. So the timeline, usually there's around 10 to 18 days before the rash, there was already an exposure, and 4 days before the rash, the contagious period starts. So even without the symptoms, pwede na po kumakalat na yung virus sa ibang community. And usually we detect the disease when the rash appears. And then the contagiousness of the disease continues for the next 4 days. So it is not surprising na marami talaga yung mahakawa kung in our health centers and the barangay health stations and other vaccination posts in the different municipalities and cities. Okay, so for the measles in the Philippines, okay, so the Philippines remains committed to measles elimination. This is demonstrated through key program elements. So we have actually revised our strategy of reaching every barangay to a smaller unit of reaching every burok. So, lahat po kasi dapat ay ma-reach, no? To strengthen the routine immunization. So, there should be no one risk child in the community. So, lahat po ay dapat ma-reach. And then the country has introduced the second dose of measles vaccine. There was a schedule actually in 2010. And national campaigns were conducted from 2004 and then another in 2011. 2007 and 2011 to decrease the number of susceptibles which have accumulated over the years. No? Sino po yung susceptibles na to? Ito po yung mga hindi nabawanahan at yung nag-feel yung vaccine, yung effects po ng vaccine sa kanila. Because there is a 15% vaccine failure if we only give the vaccine once, not 9 months. See another opportunity for their protection. And then case-based measles surveillance with high quality laboratory capacity and integration of rubella control in the measles elimination rule. That is why the measles mumps rubella was also introduced to routine immunization and also with the supplemental immunization to be implemented by measles rubella vaccine. And then efforts resulted in significant decline in measles incidence. So, over the years now, there was really significant decline in the measles cases since the introduction of the measles vaccine in 1987. And then we had the National Immunization Base in 1998. So these are additional doses to address the increasing number of susceptibles. And then another in 2004, and then 2007 and 2011. Based on this data, we can say that the most effective SIA or the supplemental immunization activity was in 2004. Dito po ay nagbahay-bahay ang ating mga health workers, door-to-door, and then for 2 years, wala pong naibalang measles case. However, for the 2011 SIA, in 2012, there was a significant increase of measles cases. However, at the start of 2013, and the last quarter of 2013, there was really a significant increase of the measles cases. There were measles outbreaks in NCR, also in other regions, and of course our region also, we have registered a significant number of measles cases for 2013. That is why it is high time to do another supplemental immunization activity this September of 2014. So despite continued efforts, measles outbreaks encountered in many parts of the country, in 2013 and early 2014, indicating still widespread virus transmission. Makikita for a larger organization. So, it was decided that we will be covering for the under 5 children since the bulk of the measles cases are in this population. And mass vaccination must be immediately followed, accelerated routine immunization to prevent build-up of susceptibles in the birth cohort after the supplemental immunization. So, after the supplemental immunization activity in September, there should also be a catch-up for our routine immunization. So, napakahalaga po na malakas din po ang ating routine immunization, hindi lang po ito mass immunization. Okay, so, strong focus required also on our high-risk communities for high-quality immunization. Okay, so, as such, the main purpose is to interrupt measles and rubella virus transmission to protect against the spread of imported well-known virus in view of countries' risk status, and to lead the mass immunization and routine immunization by identifying high-risk communities for routine immunization using the reaching and promote strategy. So again, our efforts, our work does not stop sa September. So tuloy-tuloy po sana yan to link our mass immunization to the routine immunization. So the objectives of our nationwide measles, rubella, OPV mass immunization is to achieve at least 95% coverage for measles, rubella, and oral polio vaccine at all levels. So sa lahat po sana ng purok, sa lahat ng barangay, at least 25%. And ensure that no children in high-risk communities are missed. There will also be independent rapid coverage assessments. So we will be having monitors from the international community also, from the national community and the international community doing the independent rapid coverage assessments. We will be having monitors from the central office and from Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the World Health Organization, the China also has committed to doing this rapid coverage assessments, mass immunization. And then we have to document the routine immunization gaps. Ano po ba yung ating mga problems? So, regarding our routine immunization, we will have to document this to be able to address these problems. So, there will also be immunization card checks in high-risk communities for major routine immunization corrective actions using the reaching every proc strategy. So, ito po, kailangan po talaga namin ng support ng ating mga local chief executives and of course our partners in the community, ating pong volunteer barangay health workers, also our community health teams, ay malaki po ang itutulong to reach our target population. think in Mabalaca City, in Mabalaca City, I think they need help for the indigenous population, yun pong Badjao, in their community, no? If you could also help them convince the families, no, to have their children vaccinated. Kasi meron pa rin daw possible cases doon sa community. I think there is also small population of Bajaos in San Fernando also, and I think in Cabanatuan City. Sana kumatulungan nyo dito sila in reaching this special population during the vaccination days of September 30. Ang sabi po kasi ng National Center for Indigenous Population ay ang Bajau po is under PSWD. So we are asking help from everyone para po ma-reach yung atin pong lahat ng mga bata and especially our special populations also in the Jiba areas. So, of course, there is nothing more precious in the world than the health is good. So, let us all work to eliminate visas, no, in the country, and of course, achieve our goals for child health and other than that. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much.